100% pain, 100% reason to remember the name.
Hi guys, welcome back. Join us today at our holiday in France. We're at a lake called Valley Lake. It's about 12 acres in size, I believe. We've not done any filming for a while due to various reasons, but we'll be doing regular videos as of now. We've got the bivvy set up. We're going to have a quick lap at the lake. A bit later on I'll show you the rigs that I intend to use, the setup, etc., how the swims are. It is warm, it's very warm. We've got two types of bait with us today. We've got a fish meal bait and a normal bird food bait, Monster X and System X. So fingers crossed the fish will have some of them.
Yeah.
We're using some
I can see a fish down there. Something down there.
Oh yeah, we've got a fizz there.
I'm not going to be fishing either on this trip because we kind of booked it before I was fishing more regularly really. So I'll be tasked with filming it and getting some photos.
Yeah, if she's lucky I might let her have a night's fishing, but we'll see how it goes.
I doubt it.
If I'm blanking then yeah, I'll blame it on her. So yeah.
Alright, take care,
See you in
catch
a
up
bit, guys.
soon.
Welcome back guys, just a quick update. Come to the end of day one, got all three rods out, doing something a bit different. I normally fish 3 on one spot. Today I'm fishing 3 on 3 different spots. Feeling pretty confident going into the first night. Seen a couple of fish show close to where I've got my left hand rod. Got about 1.5 kilos of bait out over each rod. Haven't gone too heavy today. I'm going to try and build the swim. But one thing I can say is it's been very hot. So it's put a bit of a
I think it's been up to about 30 today. So, and didn't the owner Mark said that the water temperature has been 27 in the days running up to today.
Yeah, so it's going to be night bites. So fingers crossed we get a busy night and try and get you some footage for you. Tomorrow I'll run through the rigs that I'm using. And
have maybe a closer look at the bait as well.
Yeah, show you the bait and how I prep it. So yeah, we'll see you in the morning guys.
Morning everybody, it's day 2, so we thought we'd have a little wander around the lake this morning, see if anybody's caught anything. You didn't get anything last night, did you?
No, it was a quiet night for me, not even a bleep. My mate Russ had a small cat, but he can keep that. I'd rather not catch a catfish. But yeah, just gonna have a wander round.
Yeah.
Nobody else seems to have caught up with one fish being out and one lost, so it seems like it's fishing hard. So yeah,
We'll just show you a view of the lake in a minute. I think you'll be able to see where we are. from here, hopefully anyway. This is swim 4, isn't it? It is a really beautiful lake. Oh, hello. This one's not very happy. So yeah, so straight opposite is where we are. We're on the left hand side as you look at it now. And Russ is on the right hand side.
Bit of an angry swan, eh?
Yeah. So I don't know if you can see any of your spots really from here, can you?
Not particularly, no. There's an aerator
And just so it's...
there, I believe.
Yes.
That's the area. I've got one just off of that. Obviously a bit of oxygen going into the water. Obvious fish holding an area. But yeah, nothing off of that last night. Reeled it in out of a stick, which is always good. Everyone loves catching a stick. Yeah, so time to regroup and we'll get the rods back out a bit later on. Hi guys, welcome back. Just a quick update. I haven't had a chance to do a lot of filming today. Reason being, spots which were clear last year, no longer clear this year. Pulled across grappling lead earlier on, felt absolutely fine, so we put the rods out last night. Reeled in absolutely disgusting black claggy silt, the stuff which you don't want to present anything on. So I spent a good 3-4 hours, probably more than that, mapping the swim and trying to maximise the chances of a bite now. Finally got all 3 rods out. I might show you them a bit later on if I get a bit of time. But yeah, still haven't had anything. Seen a few fish jump in today, so we're in the right area. Had a massive one jump out just down to my right, where my right hand rod is, so fingers crossed it goes today. Been quiet on the lake. There's only one fish come out. That was up in the weedy area where you expect him to be during this heat. So yeah, hopefully I can come back to you in the night with an update, maybe a fish or 2. If not, we'll see you in the morning. Cheers guys.
What are you doing?
Put a bit more bait out. You can see the lights dropping, so put a couple of pouches of fresh boilies out, freshen the spot up a bit. As you see, there's an aerator in there, which is bound to be attracting the fish, especially in these temperatures we've had. It's been horrendous. So yeah, there's a bit of flow going in there as well, so I'm hoping that the fish are sticking quite close to it. Just gonna scatter, not many, probably 50 baits. No particular direction or area, because of the flow they will be moved about. It's the SSP System X I'm putting in. I have been putting in Monster X, but just gives me an opportunity to switch to another bait if they become preoccupied on one. As you see, it's quite a big area that I'm baiting up. Again, let's just try and keep the fish moving, make them easier to catch. My line's actually running down the margin, so I don't want to put anything that side of it. So I don't really want liners, or I don't want it to come into contact with the line. So doing what I'm doing will eliminate any chance of that happening. Right then guys, that's enough for that. So yeah, fingers crossed we can get one tonight. Just going to run through how I rehydrate my SSP System X boilies. They've been hanging in the tree for probably 24 hours now, so they're absolutely parched. What I do first of all is add a good dollop of hemp oil that just gives, well, it's a known big fish attractor. I'll then add quite a considerable amount of actual hemp seed as well, the water and all, just so it helps rehydrate your baits. It takes on all the goodness, stops any stinky silt that you might be fishing over going into the bait and ruining your chances really. Give it a bit of a shake just to make sure the oil and everything is dispersed in with the water and coats all the boilies. And then add everybody's favourite bait, and also obviously one of Carp's most digestible baits, which is the golden grain sweet corn. Add a good kilo of that in there because they seem to love it. Leave the whole lot to mix for probably good 6 to 8 hours. Give the boilies a chance to soak in. I'll then put that out in the boat along with the Monster X boilies as well. It just gives them something different.
So this place doesn't normally do daytime bites, but it's about 11 o'clock now and Jason's rod's just gone off.
This is the one over that System X that I put out.
Is it?
Yeah. So he's got 5 ounce lead attached. Russ, you chuck me more waders, mate.
Do you want me to get them?
Okay.
You alright getting into them?
Not really. I'm gonna have that now.
Bit of a team effort going on here.
Huh? I'm going to take my right hand out. Look, I'll bring my net over. Carp. Feels like that.
Yeah, it's Carp. It's a mirror, isn't it?
Done my lead.
Is it?
Yeah.
I'm not bringing my rods in now in the day, are you?
No. Unusual for here, isn't it?
Yeah.
Daylight.
Yeah, we didn't get any like this last year, did we?
No.
I've never seen one come out in the day.
Makes it a bit cooler. But it started to cool down a little, it's been hot enough.
Oh, I'm starving.
Yeah, this bite has just come just when they delivered our baguettes because we're doing the food package.
Not that bad, is
It's a 30, isn't it? A lot of energy in the boy.
Hmm.
Big thing, come on.
That right hand.
Shark?
Your right hand rod's just gone off.
It's because he's on it, it's fine.
He's off the mark.
Fucking yes!
He's nice as well.
Well done.
Waited a long time for that one. So guys, we're finally off the mark. We haven't weighed him yet, but he looks like a good upper 30. Just going to check the hook hold on him. Treat it with a bit of clinic. It's also got a lifted scale on the other side as well, which we'll treat it with that as well. Right guys, just weighed it. As per fishery rules, any fish over 40 pounds, you're not allowed to photograph or film on the bank. It went 41.2, 41 pound 2. I thought it was just up at 20 whilst I was playing it, and as it got in the net, it just got thicker and thicker and fatter. So yeah, we'll show you her again. There she is. 41 pound, 2 ounce of Valley Lake mirror carp. Right, it's time to release. Hopefully we'll catch another one. Something a bit bigger this time, hopefully. Happy days. Welcome back guys. Thought I'd do a quick update from this morning when I had that big mirror. Not a lot to report. The rods have been in for a bit of the day, and I've also had them out on zigs as well. One to rest a swim, and two, it's just been an absolute scorcher again, so we're just trying to stay out the sun as best we can really. Rods are about to go back out for the night. Thought I'd run through the setup that I'm using. As I say, it's not really a weedy venue, especially not in front of us. It's just a lot of dead silt, and it does stink, so you've got to jazz your boilies up so they don't take on the smell. Rig wise, I'm using Christonite monofilament fluorocarbon. It's a coated mono. Again, not allowed to use lead core in this venue or anything like that, so it's, in my opinion, the best thing to use. Using a naked tail rubber and a lead clip. I'm using it running. Reason for that is a bit of resistance, but I'm also boating out, so it holds when it drops once you've dropped out of the hopper, it holds, so you can put your back lead on and keep it all out of the way. That runs down to a quick change swivel and then an anti-tangle sleeve, and I'm using 20 pound jackal from Christon, down to a big hook, size 4 on a 360 rig. Big blubber putty on the end, because this one is actually my right hand rod, which is near the outlet for the aerator, so I want it to stay put. And the bait I put on this one is the ever faithful Monster X from SSP. As I say, gonna get the rods out now. Might have a cup of coffee. We've not had one all trip yet, so see if we can force one down. It's just too hot though. We've just had tea, so fingers crossed we can get a bite and get back to you. Cheers guys. Here we go, got 60 pound slug, 60 pound catfish, taking on double Monster X bottom bait. Put up a hell of a scrap. So yeah, big old mouth on the boy. Not the big one we were after, but he'll do. So we'll get him back. get the rod out, start again. Just going to release the beast. After a good battle, it's good to just keep hold of them for a while to make sure they're strong enough to swim back. Especially in this heat, the water temperature is about 27. Come on. Battered old scarred thing, isn't it? There she goes. First one of a mental morning. I had a double take. Little Russ also had a take as well, not long before. So yeah, this unusual ghosty, 29 £8 ounce. First part of the double, and yeah, we'll get some water shots done, and we'll show you the next one.
£30, I'm finding off the mark.
Nice one, Rusty. This is the second part of the double take. £26.4.
Yeah.
Yeah, £26.4. Valley Lake mirror carp. Really, really differently strains and shapes and sizes of fish in this lake. It's incredible. So yeah, we'll get this one back and we'll get some water shots done of them. Morning guys, as you saw, been a bit of an eventful night. Rusty with first carp of the session. He's had 2 cats as well. This one being £30 and this one being £29.5 unusual French ghosty. Not seen many French ghosties before, but there they are. Want to get them back, so the water's really, really hot, so don't want to leave them faffing around too much. So yeah, we'll tune in a sec, boys and girls. We'll show you the next one. There we are, and there's the second one, £26.4. Valley Lake mirror carp. Looks like he's got a story to tell, this one. But yeah, we'll get him back, and hopefully we can catch another couple now. Seem to have the spots rocking, so there's no reason why we can't catch a few more.
Morning guys. So I think you've just seen the fish that Jason and Russell caught this morning. We just had another take, so in again. It's a cat. I don't actually know what time it is. It must be about 8 maybe? Weren't expecting it.
Now that's the bites you should be getting.
Yeah.
Absolute one, isn't it?
Missed the bite unfortunately, but it was a savage take.
Don't know if it's a cat, you know.
This is another fish on Monster X, isn't it?
Yeah.
This one's really beating him up at the moment.
Just giving me a bit of a shower. See if I can pick it up for you. There we go, number 4?
4, yeah.
Number 4 for me. Not sure the weight of it yet. We'll get it weighed up, and then we'll do some stills, and we'll get some more shots of it as well.
What's going on here?
Got another morning take. The second in the daylight today. Get them waders on before it takes out Rusty's lines again. Oh, look at it smashing into the bottom. I reckon it's a cat.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
Let me grab it.
That's a glassy.
It's a grass pipe.
Ah,
Dunno.
Never had a grassy before in my life.
It's come in easy, hasn't it?
Shut up.
Huh?
it's not in yet.
I mean, it's got like come in quick.
See you later then.
It's a bit too
Where
soon.
did that come from?
Yeah, I know. I thought he was ready then. It's big. Yeah. Limp. long it is.
Back edge right on the hook now.
You alright, mate? You going through? You go through, alright.
It's a unit, whatever.
Yeah.
It's definitely a PB. Okay, Mark.
Not the new bed.
Where is your bed?
86.
What?
86.
86?
That's what you don't do then. Watch that corner there, that's the old take off here. Yeah. He's gone back again now. Hang on. Pick that end up. That's it. There.
83.
Wow.
Hold on, mate. That's it. That's 50.
Well, take off 4.
50.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest stuff.
Yeah.
This thing is 79.
79.
Grassy.
Grassy, yeah.
Wow.
84 on the scales. So we're taking off £4 or £5 for the scales.
Yeah,
we'll
80,
measure those, we'll
79,
weigh those in a
80.
minute.
Come early then.
Yeah. I'm thinking our pine where it's so big.
Your waders are here.
Huh?
Your waders are here.
You can finally start smiling though, bud.
He was shaking so much. Got your waders? Oh.
I'll take your crocs off, you lose those.
Ruined that by saving himself.
Jason, why are you not putting your waders on?
Not out there.
It's warm enough as it is,
Yeah.
probably 25 degrees the water. 27 degrees.
Do you want that mat?
Yeah, that'll have to go out.
Babe? Jason.
Jason, just take the mat with you, yeah, but just make sure the fish is, because those fish, you know.
Launch us your crocs.
Yeah.
Oh, where's your other one?
You won't be
Oh,
going
well, it
anywhere.
doesn't matter if
You won't be
you're
going
using it.
anywhere anyway.
Just launch it over here. Oh, sorry.
You'll get that one back, don't worry. Put the lads with a white t-shirt on.
Sorry.
You look like this, I'm just going to sink in a mud pit.
You'll make got no chance to see you take that down to the back.
Oh my god.
You pick the taller mate.
Yeah. Should have brought the blonde one up here instead of Frodo Baggins up.
You too lazy to get in. I'll get on if I get in.
Well, you've got to explain to everybody now what
yeah,
you just
what's
caught.
going on?
World's biggest chub. Had a grass carp, £79.
Where from?
Where from?
Where from?
Valley Lake
The
1.
one and only.
Get on Valley Lake 1.
Swim 9.
Yeah, this place is incredible.
Here's Hannah.
Hi.
Say hello to everybody. Here's the crowd.
Yeah.
He's going to beat you up.
Yeah, you can be able to hold it there.
That's a hybrid rope, isn't it?
Oh, wow.
Jason, give us a running commentary again, please.
£79 grassy from Valley Lake 1, keg 9.
What time?
Oh, don't know what the time is now.
Sinking in the silt is so heavy.
Absolutely awesome fish.
Yeah, fish of a lifetime.
Let me get rid of the mat, lad.
This is Hannah, his other half.
Russ.
Everyone watching, Martin the bailiff.
Wow, look at that.
Well done.
Taken on SSP, Monster X. And Croyston. What a beast.
You're going to keep him there for a bit, or?
Give you a run around, Jake.
Well, not too bad actually. Yeah.
I kind of jinxed him. I was like, oh, that's coming easier. And then when it got near coast, it was going like mad.
Was it one toner when you?
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Mate, it
couldn't
went
hear
so
the
quick,
alarm.
the alarm wouldn't sound.
I only heard the reel.
I heard the reel, yeah.
Got a kiss out of that,
I'm used to it.
Oh, bless.
Huh?
Hi guys, welcome back. Yeah, still on a massive up from that. Massive grassy, £79 the official weight of it. It's a lake record. Mark, the owner of the lake, and also Martin the bailiff have come down. Apparently it's a fish, well I've been told it's a fish that hasn't been out before. It's one of the originals, estimated between 20 to 30 years old. If the footage seems chaotic, that's because it was. Everyone was there, wanting to have a look at such an awesome creature. Caught on the Monster X again, so it's a bait. It's doing me well. Yeah, we had to get the fish back and try and get it recovered as quick as possible. As you can see with some of the footage on the fight, he gave it all in close. So yeah, getting oxygen through his gills, make sure the fish is moving, especially in this heat. I mean, the water is absolutely boiling. So obviously the lake owner wanted us to get it back as soon as possible. But yeah, thanks to Mark and also Martin for getting a bigger set of scales. They flattened my ones completely. So a massive thank you to you guys, and obviously Hannah for arranging the trip for us lot. And yeah, the fish. Don't really know what more to say, to be honest with you. I'm not normally speechless, but I am. So I'm just gonna have a cider now, sit back, rods are in. I'm just gonna take in what's happened, and yeah, fingers crossed we can continue it tonight.
That's cider. Sidra. Whoa!
Morning everybody. It is Tuesday morning, so we're coming into the second half of the trip now. And he had that huge grass carp yesterday, which was amazing to witness. I think everybody enjoyed that around the lake. And then what did you have overnight last night?
Last night I had a catfish, about £40, and then I managed to disgorge a mid-30 mid-30 mirror at the net, so I did manage to get it on the bank. But I've worked out a new technique of actually hooking the fish without even touching them now, so happy days.
Yeah.
Again, they're both on Monster X.
You had a bit of an incident with the catfish, didn't you?
Yeah, catfish decided to take a chunk at me as I was unhooking the bloody thing. So yeah, got a few battle wounds from him. So yeah.
Today we've got a bit of a change in the weather actually coming, hopefully. It's meant to have a bit of a storm this afternoon, so we're just going to sort some more bait out and go and some of the guys around the lake. She's just had a new PB, which is awesome, so we're going to go and have a couple of drinks and celebrate with her now, which will be really nice. And then we'll catch up with you guys later, hopefully.
Yeah, catch you later then, guys.
Take care.
Let's go! Yeah. For those of you that want to know what we're all about, it's like this, y'all. This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, and 100% up in lights, he just wants to be heard, whether it's the beat of the mic.
Morning everybody, so we are now on day 5. It's no, it might be 6 actually. It's Wednesday today, so confusing when you're over here. Jason only had a cat last night. We didn't get any footage of that and we didn't get it out and photograph it. He's not a massive fan, so he just unhooked it in the net and let it go. We're hoping that the storm we had last night is gonna get the fish on the feed. The wind was pushing down to the left end of the lake overnight and this morning, and they've had a few fish out actually in the early hours, so that's obviously helped. So hopefully the wind is due to change about 6-7 tonight, and it's going to hopefully be pushing in towards us, so fingers crossed he will get a few tonight. Later on we'll go through kind of the swims and things like that, because we keep meaning to do it. Catch up with you later.
There's a quick look at our swim. You got Rusty's bivvy on the left, mine on the right. As you go down, it's absolutely chucking down today, which is a bit of a joke. Got the rods there pointing out to a nice little island. Got some spots out there with some nice tree line markers. Got the aerator down to your right, and there's home. Just going to run through how I rehydrate my boilies to give them a bit more attractant when I'm fishing. First of all, I use the SSP liquid liver hydroslate. It's liquid, obviously real stinky, which is brilliant. I'll then add the actual Monster X glug. That just goes with the boilies as well. I'll then add liquid Belacan, which, well, as most of you know, it'll absolutely stink. And finally, I add the powder, the liver powder, hydroslate powder. That's how I do it, and it's worked for me so far, so happy days. Hi guys, it's now Wednesday evening. We're coming towards the end of the trip. Just thought I'd run through the rig that I changed to before I caught the grassy. I had a feeling I was getting done, so I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't, and the only rig that can tell you that really is the blowback with the rig tube in. Turns out I wasn't getting done, we just didn't have any fish in front of us. The rig components on this one, you've got a Fox anti-tankle sleeve, £20 Christon Incognito and £25 Merlin, tiny little bit of shrink tubing and a little bit of silicone rubber, basically just to create a blowback effect. If it's blown back right up the shank of the sleeve like that, you know that you've been done like a kipper. If it's nice and round with your bait set, how it went out like that, then you know you haven't been done. And pretty much every time bar I've had a fish, it's come back as it went out, so that tells me that I've not been picked up. So it just basically shows that the fish aren't here in numbers. I think Hannah mentioned earlier I had a cat last night. That was the only fish of last night. Didn't have any other bleeps or like line bites or anything. The guys down the other end of the lake did pretty well. So yeah, hopefully the wind's changed direction today. Fingers crossed to come back up our way and we can get a pickup or two during the night. If we do, we'll get back to you. If not, we'll see you in the morning. Good morning everyone. So we just had a double take. Unfortunately one got off, but we managed to net this one. £31.9.
Yeah.
£31.9 mirror carp. I'm just gonna get her back in now and go back to bed. I think I'm absolutely knackered. How big is he, Russ?
44.2 on it, 44.4.
44.4. Have it.
Waited a long time for this boy.
Yeah.
Carp quads have repaid
Well done,
you
Russ, you
lads for
deserved
going in
that.
the boat. You worked hard. There he is, 44.4. Well done,
Well done,
Rusty.
Russ.
Worked hard for him, mate.
Legend.
Yes.
Morning all. It's now our final day today, so it's about 9:30. His right hand rod's just gone off. Just starting to spit a little bit. We're due rain all day today. Do you want a hand? Hmm?
It's freezing.
Yeah, it has really chilled off. I think, you know, we've had temperatures of like 33, 34, but today it's going to be going up to about 16, 17. So quite a change, really. Is it? Is it? Do you want me to give you a hand? Well done.
Morning, guys. Got another one. 33.
8.
8. Taking on the System X this one. So we're going to get the fish back, get the rod out and see if we can get another one. We come to the end of our session. Ended on a total of 7 carp, biggest a colossal 79. I think I have 4 cats. 4 or 5 cats,
4 or
biggest
5 cats.
just over 60 pounds, so it's not too bad. Bait's done us proud.
That's
Really,
like,
really
honestly, the lake is not, it's fished hard all week, and the weather conditions have been extreme. We've had extreme heat, thunderstorms, it's chucking down the rain now, so we've had everything. And without fail, I think only one night he's not caught anything.
That was the first night when we did mention the spots I was fishing were duff. Like,
Just weren't
so
happy with it, were you?
no, it does just show if you get a nice drop and you're confident with it, just double check it, get your grappling lead out, have a good route around, see what's out there before you pile in a load of bait. and stick your rig on it, because you could be fishing ineffectively like I was doing. But all in all, over the moon. Can't wait to get back to start our next adventure on our syndicate, maybe on the river, chasing the river carp. Seen a couple of them as well, so
hopefully we will be doing some more videos more frequently as well, so keep an eye out for that.
yeah, and obviously if you like what you see, then obviously subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification icon, and you'll never miss a thing. So yeah, from me, it's goodbye.
From me, it's goodbye. Tight lines, everyone.
Right, just had another one. This piece has gone 37 pound 14 ounces, just on last light on the last day. As you can see, another immaculate fish. So we'll get it back and see if we can get a couple more throughout the night.
Morning everyone. So it is the final morning. As you can see, everything's in full swing to get packed down now. We kind of did a wrap-up video last night because we weren't really expecting a lot to happen overnight, but that wasn't the case. So we put 3 rods out and caught 3 fish. So this is the end of the video, and there's the main man. Take care guys.